Hello, I am Rosalie, and this is March 2022 Full Moon Insights. And these insights are not just for the full moon, but for the days and weeks thereafter as well. Insights into the changes from the things that have been illuminated from this full moon. Some of the insights that came to me, one of the animal or spirit animals that came right away was turtle spirit. And it was emphasizing more so the shapes, the geometric shapes on its shell, to focus on the shell. And what I was seeing was like, stare at it, get a picture of a turtle shell, maybe Google it or something, and look at the different segments and what they mean to you, and let your eyes and heart just flow with what you see or perceive in the turtle shell. That was what its message was. I feel like it also is to help us use our imagination in a new way that's a bit more heart-centered. A flower that came was the poppy flower. Now, when I first went to Google this, I was like, wow, this is a flower that's red and has black essence in it as well. But what they typically use it for in North America anyway is to commemorate people who have passed on. But I was like, no, this doesn't resonate fully. And so I pulled up one of my books, Nature Speaks, from Ted Andrews, and I was like, let me look up poppy flower. And one of the things that it was talking about with the poppy flowers, new creative energies. Now, these are bright red flowers, and new creative energies do not hold back. It's also associated with fire. Also, the root chakra is what I felt. It's easy to grow, and I thought I should get some seeds myself. The other interesting thing is that they thrive in dry weather. When the other flowers are wilting, they thrive, and they're just like patow. The house sparrows are just like all around. The other thing is they're connected also with the fairy realm. And I know with my personal experiences, they are talking to us in many different ways to open up to these other realms of existence that have always been here. We just have not been able to perceive them collectively, but they're very real. To me, it's made very apparent. Another insect that popped up was grasshopper. And as I was seeing grasshopper spirit, I was seeing it jumping. So this was telling me about how we're in this season of creative bursts that are opening up within us. New waves are opening up within us, and a lot of us are needing to take that huge leap of faith. Now, if you've ever seen a grasshopper jump, they also have wings that give them extra oomph. They're not just taking a leap, they're taking a gigantic leap forward. And the message is for us is to have that faith that we will be held when we take those big jumps forward, sometimes into the unknown or a new territory from new parts that we've uncovered within ourselves. Or also, I'm feeling also with different visions that were given to us, part of our mission, or great insightful ideas that we have been given to build or take into, to build and create into reality, to take these huge leaps at this time with those ventures. I also saw bees, not bumblebees, but the honey-making bees for pollination, pollinating our ideas. But I also saw a wasp, and wasps, right away I always think protection, because they're very protective creatures. You don't want to mess with them. They're gonna mess you up. However, they are very insightful. They also are very protective of their surroundings. So I had saw one on my window earlier, and it was saying, you're protected, don't worry, you're protected. So take that as a sign too. When you see these wasps, a lot of times they take them as a threat, but you know, everything has the polarity to them. We all have the dark and light side within us too. So the wasp is here to say, like, you're protected on your ventures moving forward. The fertility that's blossoming within us and what is all around us, we're being protected at this time for those who are going in that right direction. The other thing I had saw was a lotus flower, and I saw this lotus flower opening up. A lot of us are blossoming at this time, and it was like coming out of, like, if you've ever watched a video of a lotus in the fast reel, how it shoots up out of the water and then just blossoms open to the sun. And a lot of us are in that phase of blossoming open right now. And it's a beautiful thing. It was such a beautiful feeling I felt. Also, the number 13. The number 13 usually has a negative connotation associated, but a lot of things are perverted in this world and twisted for us to believe that things are wrong when they're actually right. No, the number 13 is also associated with the divine feminine energy. And that's what I felt was also coming up, also linked with that creative force that is blossoming within a lot of us. Starlings also came up. Starlings have a lot to do with teamwork. Usually when you see starlings, is a group of them. A lot of times they'll also hang out with the robins. But what I was seeing with the starlings was how one of the wonderful things that they do, especially in the season as the spring is coming and the rain, they aerate the ground. So you see them a lot of times poking into the grass. They're making way for new things to flow through, and it's a wonderful orchestrated process that they just naturally do. So, and the other thing with starlings is that they work together. They're a team. They communicate together to get the job done, to find their food. They work together. So that's also a thing. There could be some collaborations happening in this next season for a lot of us with these new blossoming ideas that we're taking action on. Community work is the other thing with starlings. But the other thing that came was let yourself be led. Let yourself be led, even from just your heart yearnings. What your heart wants to go do something different that you don't normally do. Do it. It might lead you to something new that you didn't know about yourself. Find a crystal that you are drawn to. And the vision I had was of someone like going into a crystal shop or in the group of crystals that they already have, and just letting themselves just be led to the crystal that they are drawn to at that time and work with it. Work with its energy and see what develops or unfolds within yourself. Find your peace. Find your peace. Does it mean sitting outside and absorbing the sun rays? Is it drawing or painting, cooking, singing, dancing? Find your peace in whatever way you can find your peace, especially amongst the perceived chaos around you. Find your peace. 2 doves just went by, which are also symbols of peace. That was really nice. Thanks, doves. Get your light codes from the sun. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Get your light codes from the sun. I'm sitting in front of the sun setting in the west, receiving those light codes. Some of us are able to perceive them. Some of them are they'll just come through. Just allow yourself to sit in front of the sun and just absorb the beautiful light rays coming into you. It feels good. It's rejuvenating. The sun, I'm feeling called to say this too, is also a bleach. It can bleach. So if you have, usually, you know how like before dryers, people would hang their clothes out on the clothesline to dry, not just from the air, but also from the sun. The sun also can bleach, I'm seeing, because I used to do cloth diapering. So putting the cloth diapers out on, I used to put them out on the pavement or the sidewalk so the sun would bleach, and it did. The sun would bleach, but it also does that to our bodies in a way of clearing off of things that we don't need to really regenerate and reignite our essence. Our essence, yeah. Play in whatever way you need to play. play, to find your joy, and laugh at your experiences and problems. I was talking with a friend today, and she was telling me how she laughed at a situation that would have totally probably made her feel not in a very good space, but she laughed at it. And it reminded me too of how a couple days ago I had pulled the Izumi card, the Izumi goddess. She is a laughter goddess, and reminding me as well, so it's sharing with you as well, is when things happen, especially when they're out of your control or an accident, just laugh at it. It really helps break up that energy when we're feeling really tense, or when we tighten up because of a situation. Laugh. It literally moves your whole body. Laughter meditation even, or just practice laughing. Just practice laughing. Make yourself laugh. Even like that, like it just moves and gyrates your body to break up that energy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Reminding also Tiger Spirit is still with us, and is here still as a support and guide, helping you have courage through your emotions, helping you work through your emotions. Call on Tiger Spirit to help you, and Tiger Spirit will help you. And it can really be that simple for literally any guide. They really are guiding me to share, to stop overthinking things when communicating with Spirit or these other beings that are helping us, or even our loved ones that have passed on that are assisting us, our ancestors. It can be literally that simple as calling upon them. So Tiger Spirit, please help be with me right now to work through my emotions. It's as simple as that. I just felt a gentle breeze come through because they want me to just stress it can be literally that simple. Tiger Spirit, please help me. Or Dove Spirit, whichever, Wolf Spirit, Lion Spirit, whichever bird, Hawk, you know, Eagle Spirit, work with me. The wind's blowing. Wind Spirit, help me understand myself better. Whichever way you want to do it, it helps. I also was shown, sit with a tree, sit with your back to a tree, or even hug a tree. It's very grounding. Trees help us transmute our energies as well because they're grounded in earth. So a lot of times when we're feeling very anxious or have a lot on our minds, a lot of things that we're processing, and may feel overwhelmed, it's a great time. Even if it's a tree on the sidewalk in the city, that tree is still grounded into the earth. It is a light force, a light grounding force, and to just hug it, sit with your back to it, close your eyes and feel its energy. If you're really in tune, you'll hear its song or its word messages to you. Hi. So you can do that too. They're playing. They were just reminding me. Thank you, neighbors. Play, have fun. Also hugging the tree, so that leads to transmutation. That was one of the words that came. Transmuting our energies. We're all capable of transmuting our own energies, and many of us are also capable of transmuting energies around us as well. I'm hearing they're illuminating, a lot are being illuminated, especially with this full moon energy that is in progress right now, but also with the sun and with the changing energies all around us that are transforming. We are all capable of transmuting. Ask yourself, if you're sitting in meditation or in the shower, or a time when you're able to sit and relax and ponder over your life events and your journey on life, Ask yourself, or ask your higher self, in what way do I transmute energy? And you may be led to a way to move your hands, or to move your body, or how to even think. Even thought processes may come to allow it to come in, so you can see how to transmute. I was made aware for myself. I have a few different ways, but I was made aware that I have and I've been using it, that the violet flame of transmutation is within my aura. It's in my auric field. So I'm able to just simply activate that, and I visualize the violet flame and I transmute it in my field, but I also use it, even visualizing like I have the fire flames in my hands, and I use that to heal and transmute my food, to clear my food. When I'm getting water. Okay, okay. So, for instance, I drink water first thing in the morning, room temperature water. What I've been doing lately, and I'm sharing this with you as I'm feeling led to, is, so I'll get my bottle of water or glass of water. I'll say thank you to the water, and then I'm facing the sun. Even if it's a cloudy day, the sun rays are still coming through. I'll face the sun in the morning, and I'll ask the sun to fuse its light codes with the water, and I'll ask the water to absorb the light codes from the sun and to work together. And this is kind of alchemy too. It's not necessarily transmutation, but I do that with the water. I'll say, I'll transmute the water, and I'll hold my hands over the water to just clear it of any impurities or any harmful influences that may be harmful to my vessel, to my body. And I trust that my hands are doing what they need to do, and I always feel invigorated. But another step to that afterward, if you want, is what I had just mentioned of asking the sun rays or soul rays to merge with the water, and the water to merge with the sun, and to provide light codes and healing energies, or anything that that would most serve me at this time in my body. And then I drink the water slowly with the sun on my face, and it's just wonderful ritual that I do with myself that I'm sharing with you. Thanks for hearing me on that one. So transmutation, that can be in many forms. Find out how you do it if you feel called to. Another insight is learning to appreciate insects on a renewed level and their purpose, and to show respect to them. Everything here on earth serves a purpose, including you. You want to be respected for being here, for what you have to offer, and what you share with all of us, your wonderful gifts. We are all to be respected. We all are divine, unique beings here for a reason, and we all are supposed to work together. Now with the insects, there's a lot that are, I'm in Massachusetts, so there's, the weather's starting to get warm and the insects are now starting to come out. On my healing journey, on my ascension journey, I've had many different interactions with insects in a way. I used to not like bugs. I was not a bug. Well, I was. I admired some of the pretty ones, like the butterflies and the bees, caterpillars, some of them. I was not too fond of them. I have assassinated a lot of insects. I'm not proud of it. I've forgiven myself. It was a learning curve for me. But then as I was awakening to my divine abilities and who I am, and hi Roxy, and I had different specific interactions with insects. One I'm going to do a story on, which was it was a black and white moth. I'm forgetting its technical name right now, but it was a hurt moth, and it's a whole story. I'm gonna have to do the story, but what's another one I can share? What insect which one? That was the woodpecker. Following my own rhythms. Follow your own rhythms. Follow your own rhythms. Your way. Everyone has their own unique cycles that they are in. And a lot of us are out of sync with our natural cycles because we're following cycles of other people. Follow your own cycles, follow your own rhythms and how you do things. So with appreciating insects is everything serves a purpose. Respect the insects who are building their homes or coming back, emerging back out of the ground. You can talk to the insects. That was one thing I had learned, was that when you start developing your abilities and consistently practicing them so that you're feeling more confident in what you're able to do or perceive. One thing clairaudiently that opened up was I was able to perceive and hear the frequency of different insects. And so I'm seeing, like, for instance, ants. They build their colonies. Respect them, but you also can talk to them and ask them to leave your home. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an instant thing, but over time that can happen. And they will leave. Yeah, I know. They will. In their own rhythm too. But you're sending out that signal. Everything's energy. So when you're sending out that signal, or even asking them, and visualizing in your head, like, okay, flies, for instance, when a fly or a bee or even a wasp or a hornet comes in your house, or the lady beetles or the stink bugs that have come in my house. They're showing me them all right now because this is what I had did. So when they came in the house, let's say it was at nighttime, I had them sit on a plant, for instance, until the daytime, or when in the colder months, until I let them outside. Or you visualize in your head how to go out your home. Go down these stairs. Take a right here. You can literally say it like that too. Take a right here. Then when you see the light from the window, head to the window. And when you get to the window, stay there and I'll let you out. Try it. That's what I do. And they listen. Because my intention is pure. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them. Hi, Roxy. You want to come? Roxy came to say hi. Can you say hi? So yeah. Or, you know, if you have cats, the cats might do what they do. The point is, they're asking us to appreciate them. They serve a purpose. Even as we're starting to grow different things, some may seem like pests. Find something to draw them away from your plants. Some flowers, you know, planting certain flowers next to certain vegetables or fruits, so that you're drawing the insects not necessarily to the fruits but to these plants, or to detract there's certain herbs you can plant next to certain plants that detract or make them go away and not even want to come. There's many alternatives. So it's respecting that. This was actually a message from Earth, Gaia. I call Earth G because I'm not sure if it's Geb or Gaia, so I just say Earth G. That was a message from Earth. Other thing, Earth G was saying to look at weeds and different grasses differently, because many serve as first foods for the animals coming out of hibernation and us, like dandelions and clovers. For instance, we don't mow our lawns all the time. I mean, the grass is growing right now, but it serves a purpose. Like, okay, even my cat Spartacus was recovering from having diabetes, so we had to change his diet and do a lot of different things, and now he doesn't need his insulin or anything like that anymore. He took it upon himself. I'm so proud of him. His healing journey, I'll share this one part, was he would come outside and eat different grasses and different plants or weeds, and that was helping his digestion to get back on track. And a lot of these, like dandelion, the yellow flower that comes up, and it can be all over your yard. Like what will happen with our yard, it'll be all over the yard, including different types of clovers and other types of grass that are considered weeds. But a lot of these weeds and plants are actually medicinal, can serve medicinal healing purposes, not just for us, but for the animals that come out. I'm seeing like the groundhogs, they'll come out and eat. Cats will eat some of this stuff too. They serve many purposes, so be mindful. I'm hearing like you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Hello, vulture. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses mowing your lawn every single time your neighbor mows the lawn. Sometimes let it grow a little bit. This is helping Earth. We're connected to Earth. We are supposed to be the guardians of Earth. We have to work with Earth. So Earth is reminding us to be mindful of these grasses and weeds because they serve many purposes, including the first foods for a lot of these animals coming out of hibernation. Hello, vultures. Now dog is speaking. Also, be loyalty. What are you loyal to? Reassess what you're loyal to. Just heard. One of the other message insights that came through was allow yourself to just be in the moment and observe. Just that. We're so accustomed as humans to go, 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 go. And that's not serving us anymore. Hi! It's not serving us. You're being playful. I know, you see them, don't you? Just observe. Sit outside and observe. Even if you're in the city, observe. See if you can pinpoint everything that's natural within the city. You may see some crows. Watch them. Observe. Sparrows, the little brown birds, the small brown birds. Watch them. The pigeons. Watch them. The squirrels. Watch them. Be in that moment. Observe them. See what they're teaching you. Be in the moment. Slow down. You don't gotta do something every 5 seconds. Slow down. And I understand it takes time to slow down when you're so used to being on the go. Our bodies, your body, your soul needs it so that you can perceive and observe your life in a new way. Slow down. Oh, mosquito. Okay, mosquito, what did you want to tell me? What are you telling me, mosquito? I know, mosquito, you scared me. You scared me. Mosquito. 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 Okay, this is a perfect time to talk about mosquito. They serve a purpose too. Mosquito. They work together. I saw you, Roxy. They work together. They go after a goal. They use their senses to find their meal, even if it's us. Oh wow, 3 vultures right now. 3 has to do with creativity, has to do with the Ascended Masters. Three vultures, they're right now flying south. Oh, okay, so mosquitoes are, they are very ancient insects. Very ancient insects. They have survived and evolved through so much, and they're still here to this day with no help. What I mean by no help, meaning they were able to thrive. They were self-sufficient and able to thrive and to, oh, okay, I see where you're going. They're going with the group of vultures right now. No, they're still going south. Learning from our past. So sometimes when we are poked and prodded by a mosquito, it seems like a nuisance, it irritates something, but so many words coming through. So I'm hearing it's like, but you're pure. Like they wanted to decide to feed on you because you were juicy. You had the essence that they needed to thrive at that moment. Everything serves a purpose. Mind you, they also do this to different animals as well. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Another thing was bringing up a video I had actually just made, which you can check out, was decluttering, but not just in the physical, but mental cleansing. A cleansing of your mental space, decluttering old thought patterns. That's in line also with the 3 vultures I saw going south just now. Decluttering old thought patterns, old ways of doing things that just aren't working for you because you found a new method, or a new method with the creativity that's blossoming out of you right now. Just paving a new way for you so you don't have to do things the old way you used to do it. You may find yourself doing a new, easier, half the time, not breaking your back method of doing things. So declutter, and you might find something as you declutter that is going to be useful for someone else. So it's also giving. The giving and receiving aspect is in line with that as well. But in letting go of things from your past and decluttering, realize the value of what it taught you. Realizing what it taught you and served you at that time, and show your gratitude for it, because it still served a purpose. Even though it may not serve a purpose for you right now, it served a purpose. Still be grateful for that process in which you learn to then let go of, to allow for new things to come in, or not, because sometimes people are decluttering to just minimalize, but still with that clean space or decluttered space provides more expansion for your mind to grow in new ways without all of that extra residue around. Somehow I feel like that is linked with mosquito as well, because mosquitoes are usually drawn to the humidity or drawn to water essence. So I feel like the mosquitoes also has to do with the emotional aspect of ourselves. Is that what you're telling me? I feel like that whole thing was aligned with the vultures going south. South has to do with past to me. Something from your past. Revisiting the past to know your future. With your emotions. But also letting yourself flow. Okay. This came to me, and I actually had saw it as I was sitting out here getting these insights this morning, was a yellow airplane. And it was flying north. So the yellow is also associated to me with your solar plexus, your creativity. So with the yellow plane specifically heading north, for me, north is like where you're going, where you're trying to head towards in this life. the new directions, new goals, new prosperity, new abundance. So with the creativity symbolized in that airplane headed north, I was also given the essence of staying focused on your goal, getting rid of all the things so you can stay focused on your goal, staying forward. You can look back. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with looking back, because you may find hidden gems from things you've already learned, but you can revise it, transmute it into something new, because energy never dies. You can transmute energy and create it into something new, or alchemize it into something new. So that's kind of like the essence of what I'm feeling when I saw the yellow airplane, and I wanted to share that with you. Stay focused on your vision. Stay focused on your goals and your desires. Act as if it's already here as well. Be it now. Even if you don't got it all figured out, take the steps to be it now. Also, trusting again. Many in the collective have gone through some very big emotional changes in their life, with people not being there anymore, feeling the feelings with them not being there anymore, or people that may have hurt you in certain ways. Hi, Roxy. You feel like you have to sit right here now, huh? Learning to trust again. A lot of us are evolving. We're not the same people we used to be. And we still have to be open and trusting to trust new people, trusting ourselves to trust new people. As you never know how much they've evolved mentally. People are not the same they used to be. So trusting the process, trusting new people, trusting again. Trusting again, because people are evolving is what I heard. Do your best with that. One step at a time. I get it. I'm actively working on that personally myself as well. Barefoot grounding. Take your shoes off, socks off. Put your feet on the ground, not on asphalt. Unless you absolutely, that's the only thing. It still will work because it is ground. If you can, put it on grass, some moss, anything that's green on the ground. Put your feet on the ground to absorb those magical forces into your body. And if you can, even do the deep breathing exercises, or just allow yourself to move whatever way you move. Put your arms up, stretch, let your body do whatever it needs to do. Dance, move, wiggle, shift, whatever the case may be, or just stand there or sit there. Put your feet on the ground. Close your eyes if you can. Take at least 7 deep breaths. Take at least 7 to really just bring yourself back. So you can even ground while sun gazing or staring at the moon, or any time of the day. Even when it's raining, I know I've mentioned this before in a video, even if it's raining, that's an actual even more magical moment. If it's thunderstorming, oh my gosh, I've done that. It's electric. But just to absorb all of the energies that are all around you, allow the wind to move around you when you're grounding. Maybe if you're near water in the forest, if there's a creek or a river or something. So allow yourself, give yourself permission to be still, to ground, to breathe. Give yourself permission to trust again. You could even turn that into an affirmation. I give myself permission to trust again. I give myself permission to ground myself barefoot. I give myself permission to gaze at the sun and let it go in. Your words have power. So be mindful of this, that you are the creator. You create your reality. You create the changes you want to see in your own life. There was a lot that came through today. So trusting self, barefoot grounding. I did see a fox in a formation in the clouds earlier, and I was like, why did I see a fox? At first I did think trickster energy, but then I was like, no, that's my first thought. There could be trickster energy around you to be mindful of. Use your awareness, your alertness to know listen, when you pause, what was the part? When you find your peace, when you sit still, when you're grounding, you're really grounding your energy so that you can perceive in a clearer fashion of perhaps trickster energy around you. But the other thing with fox is they're light on their feet. They are able to, I want to say, weave in and out. That's the sensation I'm getting. Weave in and out, perceive in and out. I saw that in the clouds, so that has to do with thinking to me. That has to do with air. So these are thought processes that you may want to call upon fox spirit or fox energy to work with you. Or you may already have that within you. Maybe fox is your totem or your spirit guide already. Cardinal's over there. Hi, Cardinal. To really hone in on maybe you're tricking yourself. Okay, it's also thought processes that you have. Letting go of the old thought processes that aren't serving you. Maybe the self-talk to yourself, or when you see something. Okay. As things are changing and evolving, and many of us are coming into our natural abilities of perceived awareness, many of us are able to perceive other people's thoughts. So you may think you're just saying something in your head. But many of us are able to perceive, even if we're not near you, we're able to perceive when someone's talking about each other in a not so good way. And then there's the crows. Do you see the crows? Can you see it? I don't know if it can. They're like in the, up here, the crows. I feel like I was on point because I was with the trickster. There must be a hawk in the tree. That's why they're doing that. Hello, crows. Hi, Spartacus. Yeah, I feel like that's what it was about. So your own trickster energy within you, your thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts, how you're taught. Yeah, really focus on your thinking and the words that you're saying in your head about yourself, about other people, about other things. Find that love and compassion. Mind you, it's all a reflection back to you in some way, shape, or form. So if you have a negative thought or say something negative or ill-intended, oh, it was a hawk, it just flew that way, towards someone, understand as we're evolving as enlightened beings, our true essence, mind you, other people will perceive it. So be mindful. Be mindful of your thoughts, that trickster fox energy within you and your thinking. Yeah. Hi, Spartacus. All right, almost done. So did that. Rely more on yourself. Rely on yourself. Still ask for help. Still trust in asking for help from other people. Everything is working out for you. Everything is working out for you. Or say, everything is working out for me. Oh, the video cut off. Everything is working out for you. You can say it 3 times. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. I had saw a visual of a train, and I felt like someone's going to be going on a trip on a train. And then right after I wrote this down, I heard the horn. It was an Amtrak train, but still I heard the horn from the train go, and I was like, oh, I was on point. So think about all of these things. Trust yourself. Trust your abilities. And get to know and observe what is all around you in a new, perceived way. Trust yourself. You got this. You got this. You got this. And love yourself. You can even practice and hold yourself and say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love all parts of me. just as I am. Practice your self-love. Mirror work. Practice your mirror work too, saying loving messages to yourself in the mirror. It's a beautiful tool to help boost yourself up and face all of you.